At this special time of year, it behoves us all to consider not only those close to us, but also those who we don't know, but who are less fortunate than ourselves, and who face a daily struggle against poverty and deprivation. That is why I am making this Christmas appeal on behalf of the United Nations Centre for Linguistic Poverty. Specifically, I'd like to mention the country of New Zealand, because while we are here in Britain with our wonderful range of vowels and diphthongs, we should consider for a moment that New Zealand people live in great poverty because they only actually have a single vowel sound in their dialect. So, for example, although the New Zealanders might tell you that they are very good at Rigby, and indeed very successful, actually they can't express it in a way that we would find satisfying, due to their terrible level of linguistic poverty. And if Jeremy Kinney is watching, I think you're marvellous on the cricket thing. So, in order to right this terrible wrong, I implore you, if you have any spare vowel sounds, any A's, E's, O's or O's, or indeed any diphthongs, I'm not doing that, could you please record them on an MP3 file and email them to this address: Sir Richard Hidley at newzealandvowels.com. And by this act we may alleviate this extreme linguistic poverty experienced by those people in New Zealand. Thank you very much, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. These days, one is continually reminded of this thing they call global warming. All the great and the good are all over the television. You know, David Attenborough, Pat Cummins, Hugh Edwards, some other bugger, that green lady from Brighton. All these people keep banging on and on and on and on and on about global warming, and have done for a very long time. So for many years, I've been looking forward to global warming, and thinking that actually a bit of sunshine and a bit of warmth might not be a bad thing, you know. Because to be quite frank, this winter, it's been a bit cold. And to be honest, I'm freezing my bloody nuts off. So, Sir David Attenborough person, I want to know, when is this global warming going to happen? Because I just can't go around wearing 2 pairs of thermal underpants every day because it's costing me a bloody fortune, you know. I want it now. This is typical of those people, you know, they promise everything and deliver nothing. And that's why I'm voting for the global warming party, led by Donald Trump. Because he's going to take over the world, you know. Then he'll heat things up. Thank you very much. The other day, my friend Desmond Diddley, he came to me and he said, Hugo, I have something of a problem. And I said, yes. I said, tell me all about it. Tell me all about it, Desmond, I said. And he said, you know that dandruff thing that you've got, you know, that dandruff thing where it flakes off your head. And I said, no. He said, you know, that stuff where you know, that stuff where it kind of... And I went, oh, I know, yes, I've heard of it. My friend Nobby's got it. In fact, he's total dandruff, Nobby Nibbler. Total dandruff. And he said, anyway, Desmond said to me, he said, look, I haven't got it upstairs, he said. He said, I've got it in the downstairs department. He said, when I get undressed and go to bed every night, I end up with an underpant full of flakes, you see. flaky underpants. And I thought, oh, you poor fellow. Anyway, so I checked it out with my friend Bernard. He's a GP. And he said that yes, scrotal dandruff was a thing. And he suggested some sort of shampoo, you see. So I went back to Desmond. I said, Desmond, look, my friend Bernard says you should try some preparation, sort of a shampoo thing. Like that head and, stuff for dandruff. But put it on downstairs. And he said, I found that. He said, I found that, but it didn't work, you see. Because that head and, and all that stuff, that's specially formulated for, And he said he couldn't find a special formulation that worked in the downstairs department. Anyway, so I asked my friend Mark Uranus. He's a marketing executive and consultant, you see, and he works for all these people anyway. So he went and talked to his friends at Uniproctor Smith Klein Bayer Tapestry Global Conglomerate World Domination Incorporated drug company, and he asked them if they would make a special formulation for my friend Desmond, you see. And they asked their scientists to come up with it. So they came up with this very special formulation, you see, which is called Head and Nadgers. And it's specially formulated for people with scrotal dandruff, you see. And this is really marvellous. And now Desmond's been sorted out, and he's really, really happy. And to be honest, I use it myself. In fact, I was in the gym the other day, and it was in my gym bag, and somebody said to me, he said, Hugo, I didn't know you had scrotal dandruff. And I said, I don't.
Head and Nadgers, because you're worthless.